Hello everyone. I just got done recording some stuff for the main channel and checked my whole video plans note document and realized I haven't done anything for this channel in a bit and that I plan to do something today, so I'm going to do something today. It's kind of funny because in my notes I have a section for my second channel here, and under video schedule it just says something in the font and highlight to show that, or not, or color and highlight, everything's the same font, but to show that I need to do something like more priority than normal recording font, because yeah, I kind of just forgot and didn't have time the other week, because I think I commented on some of the videos on my main channel, but I did record a bit in advance because I was busy. I was going away a bit. I was able to upload a bit more when I was away, but it also meant I wouldn't have as many days to record for this week. I think that's when this will be going up anyway. So I don't know. Maybe it won't be. I think it will be. But anyway, yeah, it's hard to try and visualize my whole schedule and all the dates in my head. Even though I do have the window open, or the document open, it still doesn't remind me of when what as well as it could, or at least just at a glance. Anyway, so the reason I did record a bit in advance though is because I was working on a project, Void Shadows, which is a mod pack I entered in the Jam Pack 2 competition, and I don't know, I thought I'd make this vlog a bit about that. I actually do have an idea for another vlog that I think I'll save for next week, but yeah, so yeah, I entered Void Shadows in the competition, and I did get it done in time. I actually stayed up to 4 a.m., which is late for me because I usually go to bed around 8, 9, which is probably weird for a lot of people. I don't know, it just seems a lot of my friends or younger people I know, sort of thing, tend to stay up to at least like 10, midnight, when I go to bed at 8, so I can get up at 6 and do stuff early in the morning, which is partly because of my internet, because I still have satellite at the moment, although it looks like that might change soon. But at the moment I have satellite, and it has a bonus period where you get to use bonus data, and it's 2 to 8 a.m. So getting up any earlier than 6 isn't really practical, but getting up at 6 to use it between 6 and 8 is kind of what I do. So when I have downloads or big videos to watch, sort of thing, or stuff like that, I try to do it in that time. So it doesn't eat into the data I have to use for, all the other hours of the day, because they made the bonus period really small and annoying to use. So yeah. Anyway, enough about my sleep schedule and the whole bonus period and data thing, but yeah, I stayed up really late working on it. On the 13th it was, because I wanted to submit it on the 14th because it was due on the 15th, even though I could have submitted it later in the 15th because it wasn't due till like midnight the 15th, sort of thing, which is always tricky. It was 11:59 p.m., so a minute before midnight, which would actually be midnight the 16th, because time is confusing sometimes. But yeah, so I did get it done. I didn't get it as done as I wish I could have, but I still got it done. And so far, none of my friends who have played tested the release have reported anything I really screwed up in, because towards the end, I didn't even have time to play test it, which was probably bad. Like, I just had so many things I didn't have time to go through and make sure all the quests and such worked. And if one of them broke, that could have been really, really bad for the pack. But, I don't know. So far, it seems that it's going well. And, yeah, that's yeah, about it, I guess, for that. I don't know, it's just kind of that thing about when you draw near to the end of something and how the projects are. That's kind of what I was visualized talking about, but now that I'm talking, I'm not really having much come to my brain, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, I don't know, it's just I worked on it for a while. I had the concept even before the competition was announced, but I didn't really use it. Then when the competition was announced, I kind of was like, okay, I want to sit down and actually do this now and plan it out. And then I waited 2 months until it was like a week till it was done and did everything then. Because reasons. But yeah, I don't know. It's something that I was working at for a while, but I never sat down and seriously worked on it till it was like 2 weeks till it was due. Then I sat down for a couple days and did a lot of work and got like most of it done. Released the beta of the pack. Then I went away for that time. My friends gave me feedback, and I tried to revise it all and get it in time. And I don't know, I think I did a really good job, or at least pretty good job. If I actually worked at it for the full 2 months of the competition and not just pretty much a week's worth of total work, probably I put into it. Most of it being 2 days before the weekend, and then the 3 days since I came back. So the rest of those 2 days of the week. Math. Yeah, the rest of those 2 days of work were spread out across months where I just did it for like an hour and stopped, compared to those few days towards the end where I actually was like the entire day nonstop, just like, okay, work. And of course, there's other things, like, it's hard to really do all that work without some kind of premeditation on what you're doing, I guess, because, like, I was thinking of quests, I was making notes of how I wanted it to go, getting new ideas how to do the whole progression of the pack, and, yeah, I don't really want to spoil too much about the pack, because I'm waiting to see how the competition goes. If it doesn't win the competition, I'll look into releasing it through my own means. If it does win, well, it's going to be on the launcher, so, well, then I'll just be there for you guys, or it will be there for anyone who wants to use it. Although I am still actually, since I submitted, I did have some ideas on things I want to tweak. Some things I didn't get to. Other things I'm like, oh, that would be a cool quest, or oh, I should have used that as a quest reward. So I don't know. I do see myself doing a version 2.0 of the pack, but it would be a version 1.1. But because the pack is a map pack, I probably will change enough that it's better just to reset the worlds and not just try and update in your current world, because I'm not sure how that works with quests and changing quests. So that could be bad. I'm not sure. But yeah. I don't know. Just that stuff I want to talk about regarding to projects and that. But yeah, I don't know. There was a point when I worked for the first couple days and I was just really proud with what I did so far. Mainly the title screen, because I did all the textures for that myself. Which, I'm not that great with textures. I'm not really bad. Like, when I was younger and I was first getting into computers, I did play around with paint and stuff and kind of did work with pixel stuff. Not like exactly pixel art, but had experience with like moving around those really tiny pixels to the point it's not something that aggravates me. I'm just not good at making them into a bigger picture. But when working on simple things like textures for the title screen, I was able to do decent, and I learned enough about different paint photo programs from doing thumbnails that I knew a bit of how to use the preset kind of stuff to add textures and change the hues and add little like blur effects and whatnot that I could use to make different colored background sort of things. And I don't know, I did a really good job in my opinion. The title screen just looks amazing. The hard part was actually give a bit of a spoiler, the background of it, because I used custom main menu to change things and make it not the vanilla Minecraft background. But yeah, the background of it was actually a void, and I actually went down under bedrock in the world and looked down at the void, got the camera all aligned so it wasn't like off center sort of thing, and just spammed F2 in F1 mode to just get screenshots of the void over and over, and just spammed it a bunch and got like 50 frames, and then I took all of them, renamed to the proper files, typed that all into the custom main menu, and set as a slideshow, tweaked the delay, and it actually does look pretty close to if you were staring at void in Minecraft. It just is a bit of weird, because even Minecraft void has a weird little transition and kind of like, it isn't a smooth animation of flowing. It's just like, it's here, then it jumps here, then it jumps here. Probably be better if I had my hands in the camera shot, but I don't like doing that for some reason. But yeah, so it just is a weird little thing, but it was hard to get it exactly, but it's pretty darn close in my opinion. So I don't know, it's just a cool little slightly animated backdrop that really helps with the whole feel of the pack, or the title screen anyway. So I don't know, I'm just really happy with what I was able to accomplish. I just wish I could think of better rewards, because towards the end I was like, okay, I used placeholder torches as the original rewards just so I got the quest, and you know, I could set up the quest, make sure they were completable and whatnot. So when I was releasing the pack, I was like, okay, I gotta get rid of these placeholder torches and put something else there, anything else. So some of the rewards are probably a bit strange because of that. Like, actually, one of my friends, Akatori, I was chatting with him and asking for suggestions. He said, carrot, and then golden carrot, I think it was. And then when I was towards the end, he wasn't online at the time. But towards the end, when I was looking for rewards, I was like, what do I make as a reward for make the golden bag quest? I mean, there's nothing that really makes sense to give for someone who has a golden bag. I didn't want to give a golden lasso. Another bag didn't really make sense, or at least was a bit overpowered. It's like, what do I give? Something gold related. Golden carrot. So that's why that reward is a golden carrot, and I totally plan to change it once I think of something better in the next release of the pack, assuming there is one. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, I think that's about it for my rambling. I guess the thing I was originally thinking is talking more about competitions and the pressure to the time thing, to like towards the end, how you like would put it off and work a lot more towards the end, or at least I know a lot of people probably do that. Some people probably do it very soon, but the thing is with this kind of project, even if I finish the pack in like the first week, then I'd have 2 months of wanting to do more of the pack, and the more time I have, the worse it'll probably get, because I'd be like, well, I have time, I can do this huge complex system that's going to be a pain, and towards the end I'll probably regret even starting it. It's more than the pack even needed, but I have time, so I'll work on it, sort of thing. And that's also why I did actually submit it early, like over a day before I had to, was because I finished the pack to the point I was ready to say it's done. I could have tested it more, but the more time I worked with the pack, the more I just would have found stuff I wanted to change, and that means I'd then be aware of it before submitted it, sort of thing. Like I'd realize, oh, I want to tweak that or this or that, and then it would be like to the point where, oh, I want to add this new thing, and then that means changing things, and that means I'd be more likely to actually not get it done in time, or be time to submit it, and then it wouldn't be as done as when I was ready to submit it earlier, because I went and changed things and didn't get everything. Kind of like when you take something apart to fix something, but then I wouldn't get it put back together in time, sort of thing. Like there'd be something like that where it was put together, but then, that's a little off center. Let me open it up and change that, and then you run out of time, and it's like, the parts are still everywhere. Quickly throw it together and hope it works. So, I don't know. I'm just still kind of rambling, but yeah, I don't know, it's just kind of that thing where the pack was done, and immediately after, I kind of had a bit of a relief because I knew it was done and it was no longer a thing, but then worrying that, oh my god, what if I did something completely wrong? What if I forgot to change out of edit mode for the quest? What if I messed up with one of the quests and the whole progression of the pack doesn't work? And I don't know, but I kind of think I moved on from that, and now I'm back to focusing on videos and other stuff, so hopefully this channel will get some more uploads as well, because I don't have that pressure of the pack and the competition anymore. But now it's a long process of waiting to see the results. But I don't know, that's just kind of my rambling on projects and that one pack thing I did for that competition, my bob thingamahoo's it. Words. So yeah, but this video went a bit longer than I expected, just because, well, rambling, I guess. So yeah, anyway, sorry for the lack of videos on this channel. Hopefully you found this rambling about my stuff mildly interesting at least, and yeah, goodbye.